Hello, my name is Andrea Valdez Flores. I am 22 years old and I am a renewal applicant. A little bit about myself. I am currently studying occupational therapy at Grand Valley State University. I have completed 1 year of the graduate program and I still have 1 more year to go. I am supposed to graduate in July of 2024. So a little more about myself. I was born in Mexico and raised. I lived there until I was about 11 years old, so my whole childhood is based off of Mexico. All my family lives there, grandparents, aunts, uncles, everybody. We really don't have any family in the United States like usually some people do. We moved here because of my dad's job, so I've been here about half of my life, but when we moved here, I didn't know any English. We didn't know anybody other than like my dad's work friends, and I was enrolled into like English second language program at school where I was able to work one-on-one with a teacher and be able to learn English that way. Since then, I've been able to succeed a lot in my life. I obviously learned English, I learned the culture, made friends, and quickly adapted. Although the beginning was hard, the hardest part about like moving here was not knowing anybody and like leaving family. Family is a big thing for me, and although we go visit them every Christmas, like I have not spent any Christmases in Michigan. We always go to Mexico. Like I said, the hardest part is like being away from family. Like I love my family. We are so close on both sides of my mom and my dad's side, and not being close to like your grandparents, not being close to your cousins, not being close to your aunts and uncles, it's the really hard thing, especially when an emergency happens. Like when my grandpa passed away a couple years ago, we had to fly back and we couldn't really say goodbye or anything. And it's just that hard part of like being far away from home that hits the hardest. But overall, I love where I am. I love how successful I've been able to be in life, and especially like getting my master's degree is a big thing for me. As being a renewal applicant, the best moment I've had this past year has been being able to get to know my classmates, and I'm in a cohort of 40 students, and about 40. I can't know the exact name, but we have class together every day, and getting to know them is like a really important thing for me because, like I said, I value friendships and family a lot, and having those like close relationships to me, it helps me grow for myself, but also in like my academic professional life. So getting to know them and how they work and like bouncing ideas off of each other has been one of the most memorable moments of last year, as well as just getting like hands-on experience on like a field. My undergrad was recreational therapy, so I have my bachelor's in recreational therapy, which is sort of similar to occupational therapy, but it has a lot of different ways in it. So it was really nice to have like focus on something that I really want to do. You know, rec therapy is something that I loved, but occupational therapy is something that I'm a lot more passionate about, and getting to know like do something that I'm really passionate about in my undergrad and in my master's degree is a really lucky thing, and I know that a lot of people don't get that. So that has been one of like the biggest blessings in the past year. One of the biggest challenges I would say is like being able to balance my school life with like my work life and like social life. And when I mean social, I mean like family and like even just like taking care of myself, because grad school is a really expensive professional development thing that I decided to do. I have taken out some loans, but I still have to work a lot. This past year, I worked about 30 hours a week to be able to afford grad school on top of loans, just so I didn't go out of like grad school completely broke. And that was the biggest challenge, trying to balance that, like telling myself, no, like I can do this, I can do it all. In the end, like I really couldn't, and I had to like step back and like realize, okay, I need to take care of my mental health, I need to take care of myself, and I can't just lose my relationships because I need to financially be stable. So although this scholarship was able to like financially help me a ton, and I am really thankful for it, that was one of the biggest things, because although like I still had some scholarships, it didn't pay for it at all. One of the biggest blessings about like obtaining this scholarship was getting to know like the contestants and like who won other scholarships, and just see like, oh yeah, they're in the same steps as I am. And because of this, I've been like, this money I was able to be awarded, I didn't have to fully worry financially about what I was going to be able to pay and what I was not going to be able to pay. I'm getting married this summer, so being able to obtain the scholarship again is going to be a great thing for me, as I financially won't have to worry about paying the bills. Like my future husband will worry about that, and I'm really excited for the fall and being able to just focus solely on school. Right now, with everything going on, especially the summer and having summer classes, it's really hard to like put my full focus on school and put my full focus on being able to, you know, be the best occupational therapist. I will be able to, with this money, I can just solely do that and like study for hours and be able to just solely focus on school and not have to worry about working like 30-40 hours a week like I am right now. In the end, I love what I do. I love being a student. I could go and be in school like forever if I could, and I will eventually get my doctorate and all of that. But one day my future goal is to develop my own practice and kind of make something that's not around here. With occupational therapy, the nice thing is that you can it's very broad, and you can make it what you want it to be, as long as it's like functional and it focuses on occupations. So I want to eventually figure out, you know, what am I really passionate about? What do I really want to help people do? Because like I said, occupations can be so many of them, and I want to develop my own clinic and do something that like is not around West Michigan or even Michigan. So this money will obviously help me finish my career and get onto pursuing those goals of becoming an occupational therapist. Again, I thank you so much, and I really look forward to hearing from you.